Last up, please welcome to the stage Tom Price with TaxSecure.
Well, welcome everybody. Thank you for listening to me. I thought that those previous 8 presentations were fascinating. I've learned something, I hope you have too. So I'm the last, and I thought I would start with some questions. So these are questions for you guys. I reckon there are about 200 people in the room. So if you would like to recover the VAT on your trip for this holiday, for this work visit, sorry, slip of the tongue there, can you put your hand up? Okay, so that's not that many people. If you know you're going to be able to recover the VAT on this trip, can you put your hand up? Very few. In fact, I can't see anybody. So what I'd like you all to do tomorrow or the next day when you check out is just have a look at the hotel invoice and see what the line that says VAT is. Multiply that by 200. Yeah? Now multiply it by every single conference and every single work trip. And we get to a number. There's about 6 billion euros of VAT that companies aren't recovering every year. Why? Because it's ridiculously complicated. A very good friend of mine is actually one of the top tax lawyers in Europe, and he's regularly in Luxembourg arguing cases in front of the Court of Justice of the European Union. Whether he's doing that post-Brexit or not, I can't say. And I asked him about whether he recovers the VAT, and he said, don't I recover it through my VAT return? To which he then answered the question, actually, I don't, and I can't recover it. And there's a trick in the question that I asked you a little bit earlier, because it is ridiculously complicated. So, if you come to a hotel in Portugal on business, but not a few miles that way, and you're in Spain, you actually can't recover the VAT, unless you're coming to a conference. And if you're coming to a conference to promote your business, you can recover half the VAT. But if you're coming to a conference just to speak at the business, you can only, just to sit at the business and watch what's going on, you can only recover a quarter of it. So next time HEDNA comes to Lisbon, I think you're all going to be trying to speak at the conferences because you get more VAT back. And if we look at the amount of travel and expenses claims, travel and expense budget and what is spent, nearly 3/4 of this is on hotels. And that 6 billion euro number, by the way, completely excludes everybody from outside of Europe. It is just intra-EU spend. So what is TaxSecure all about? TaxSecure is about automating the recovery of that VAT. And what the customer ends up seeing is very simple. He sits there, he makes a booking, probably using one of the wonderful apps that we saw earlier, hopefully, and the booking goes to the hotel. At the same time, he gets us the booking reference. He sends the booking reference to TaxSecure. That can be him doing it directly. In time, it will be enabled to be other people to do it as well, so that it can come through a travel agent, some sort of data download system. It's very easy for us to be able to get that data. He then goes to the hotel, pays with his credit card, MasterCard in this case, and the next week, just to keep your finance directors happy, we send in the money back for the VAT. A normal VAT reclaim process can take anything up to 1.5 years. We'll get you the money back earlier. That's all that happens. From your perspective as a traveler, that's it. What's actually going on in the background? Well, inevitably, it's a little bit more complicated. The booking reference starts in the customer reservation system. It goes to the PMS. At the same time, the booking reference goes from TaxSecure to Bevel, that's Voxel's electronic invoicing platform. When you check out, the MasterCard is also in the PMS, and then the PMS sends the electronic invoice data to Bevel so that Bevel is able to issue the electronic invoice. And when it does so, it sends that invoice to TaxSecure. We then can match that data with the MasterCard data. So the key thing that we're doing at the moment is we've launched a partnership with MasterCard, which enables us to be able to cross-match the data from MasterCard. So if you're using a corporate MasterCard, we're going to be able to find you and make sure that you get your VAT back. And TaxSecure then goes and deals with the tax authorities. It knows what the rules are, On my way here, I just had a look at Deloitte's latest VAT report in Europe. It's a small 350 pages long, so hopefully none of you want to read it. Instead, you leave it to people like us. We deal with a VAT claim, and we get the money back anytime from 5, 6 months to 18 months later. So that's what TaxSecure is, and that's how it works. Why are we here? Why are we at HEDNA Innov8 other than to see everybody? Well, it's because later on this year, we're launching a proof of concept and a pilot in Spain. MasterCard are one of the key partners. We've also signed up NH Hotels in Spain, and we're looking for more people to join. So whether you're a corporate travel agent, a hotel chain, even a customer who goes to hotels in Spain a lot, come and have a chat with us. We'd love you to join. We'll then, in the first half of next year, we're then going to be onboarding for the pilot, and then beginning the execution of the whole program, to ending the pilot at the end of this year before we then expand it. So to come back again, there's 6 billion euros of VAT that is sitting there, not being reclaimed from people who travel for work from one European country to another European country, where you're able to recover the VAT, unlike Portugal. And that money is there that can then be used back in your industries, back in your businesses, which your customers can get back and have that money back. But the problem is, it's too complex. TaxSecure makes it simple, fast, and easy. Thank you for listening, and I've even finished early.